Hello traders, my name is Ivan, it's Saturday, 1 am, markets are closed now, and we are gonna evaluate the trading week and bring you an ideas where to look at the market in the next week. Intro. Welcome to the charts, and I must say, since last video we reevaluated the style of a weekly analysis. We are not gonna do a top-down analysis for the week anymore, because the Monday will gladly break it down on lower time frames. So we have decided to show you and teach you the daily strategy, which we found profitable and it's easy to use. So let's get down to business. Now, so the first point, you're gonna pick up the pair. I have all these already charted, so I have chosen the New Zealand dollar to JPY, and you will go only for the daily time frame and zoom it out a little bit until you see around 1 year data. So let's go for a break on 2020, and you will pick up the horizontal line and place it down. So the first thing, you need to find a level, the most least level. So go for a yearly low, which is this one, and place it on a body of a candle, because the bodies are more important than the wicks on the daily time frames. So we have one from the bottom, so zoom it out again and choose one from the top, which will be those two hits. Place it on a body and find more between those two. So let's go for this level, because we have seen 1, 2 break, again some noise in here, so we will go for this level, and we can see consolidation here, so we can put one in here and also from the top, so we can adjust it slightly, and we will go for a higher highs. So 1, 2, 3 break, okay. So, and that's easy, because you don't need to worry about other stuff. You have your levels on the chart, and I will show you how to continue. So you have those levels, and you can mark up the most recent if the price isn't between them. So let's go for last high, and we are forming the new high now on the USDJPY. So, and what you're looking for are indecision candles on those levels, either of break or either of pullback or breakdown or reversal. So you can scroll backwards and back test it really quickly. So if your price is between those levels, you are looking for breaks and you are looking for the reversal trades, and you are entering only after the indecision candles are formed on the levels. So let's say for us this is the indecision candle and it's near our level, and if you see the history of price pushing up, so that is the bulls are in charge, and if we see indecision candle right here, we can say the bulls are losing the steam, and we can possibly see a reversal in the market. So how to enter the trade? After you see an indecision candle on this level, you can go for a short position and put the short position on the lower wick of the indecision candle. And I'm gonna zoom it a little bit. Okay, it's not gonna work. So, but you don't really want to be so precise, so you want to make a few pips between those, between the lowest point of indecision candle. And so let's go for 3 or 5 pips, it doesn't matter at all. But you don't really want to enter so precise, because they are resistance formed on those lower time frames, so it can break your trade if you are so precise. So let's get with this one and adjust your stop loss a few pips above the high of the indecision candle. So for me it will be 60 pips, and let's go for 1 to 5 risk ratio at least. And if our trade will not give us a 1 to 5 1.5 risk ratio, we will not enter the trade, because our profits are mostly set at the nearest zone of interest. So this will be my setup for this trade. But if the zone will be higher and this trade won't give me at least 1.5 risk ratio, I will not enter the trade. And in this case, we can go to another zone, so it's a valid trade setup, and this will give us a 2.8 risk ratio, which is great. And if you backtest it, the take profit was hit. And you can train this on many charts, and because the daily charts are precise and there are less noise than in lower time frames. So this is the strategy, and let's go for GBPUSD and other pairs I prepared. So we can see on the GBPUSD we have won a trade, and it was pretty crucial because we have entered on a lower time frames, and it was like that. And I can paste you a screenshot before, and the trade was called in our Telegram channel, so feel free to join. We have been taking this trade based on a trend line break, because the rule is 1, 2 going through, and then we retested the trend line and put a sell on here, and we went for a 1.6 risk ratio, and it was hit by 1 or 2 pips. You can see this wick, and it's already reversed to the another side. So, but that's not main point of today's weekly analysis, so let's go for a daily time frame and check the trades where we can end up profitable on the yellow levels. So we can see GBPUSD is pushing to the resistance, and we will be looking for an indecision candle forming here on a Monday, and after that we can enter a short position. But it's not really valid yet, because it's not Monday and you don't know what Monday can bring us. So let's mark this up as a potential, and let's go for EURUSD. We are again on daily time frame, let's see what's happening here. Okay, the EURUSD barely hit our level, so, and it started reversing. We didn't see indecision candle, so there is no setup for us. We can be potentially seeking for the trade on a Wednesday next week, because the probability it will go back here and form the indecision candle here is pretty high, because it's quite interesting level for the price, and we can see head and shoulders pattern here, so it will probably come back here, and on this zone we will be looking for some price action to happen. So let's go for AUD USD. Okay, AUD USD, yesterday we didn't took this trade because it met all of our criteria, because you can see price was pushing down from the level above, and the market showed us an indecision candle, so we was prepared to enter a long position after this week, which gave us great risk ratio of 1.7 nearly, but you need to consider it's Friday and the markets are closed, and the investors and all the traders and banks are exiting the market, so it will be a risk to hold this trade during the weekend. Maybe it will be a win, but you don't really want to enter the trade to hold during the weekend, because the weekend could bring some news, and it could crush your analysis. So this was a valid setup, but if we form this indecision in earlier stages, we could make a profit through the weekend, but it's not yet valid. Let's go for USDCAD. USDCAD is in a pretty good downtrend, and we jumped on the indecision candle from here, and it's kinda choppy right now, and I'm not seeing any trade on here, but maybe a breakout in a downside. But again, this breakout candle formed on a Friday, and it's not a good time to enter, so I'll be looking for trades next week around this level or this level. Let's see what the Monday will bring us. USDJPY. We have broken trend line here, and it's kinda in the middle of the zone, so let's wait. New Zealand dollar USD. Okay, so we are in an uptrend and we are playing this level, and I don't like seeing the playing around levels, so I will skip this pair. You need to keep it simple, guys. Okay, USDCHF. We have declined the push up, and we closed below the area, so we can probably look for an indecision candle to form in here, or we can use this one which was formed earlier and wasn't popping, so I would go for a short position on this wick and go for a 60 points in profits, and let's see what risk ratio this gives us. It will give us 2.7, which is great, but let's wait for Monday, and I'll be glad if this Monday will give us an indecision candle on here, so we can use the indecision candle from Friday, because that's quite a risk using this indecision candle, but it's look really good. So we will see. I'm gonna mark it. We have been here. So gbpjpy pushing to the nearest resistance, so no trade here. EURJPY same as gbpjpy pushing to the resistance, so we will wait. AUSDJPY is closed now higher than the last, so we made a new higher high on this, so we can possibly look for a breakout to the higher zones on Monday, because if we look, we made a strong push, just a little bit of pullback. We can consider this as a flag also. So we have made a push, we have made a flag, and we may continue, but I would only enter this again after the indecision candle is formed, because we already made a higher high today, and the market can possibly bring us for higher areas. So let's mark it up, and let's go for Euro New Zealand dollar. So again, this was a good setup, but again, it's Friday and you know what that means. So we didn't enter this one. It was also a great risk ratio of 2. But if we confirm the move up on Monday, we can seek for lower time frames, scalps, and enjoying the ride of the uptrend forming. So I like this one too, but only for lower time frame scalps. We are continuing with audnzd. Also, this was very clear for a long position. Guys, I'm teaching you the strategy, so be prepared for the next week, and you can go and backtest it now. So this is how my setup would look like the most perfect setup. So we will go for another zone, 2.9, which is great. So in this pair we will again looking for lower time frames to scalp during the week. I'm sorry. Let's go for a EURCAD, and again for a daily time frame. And EURCAD is bouncing in between those two, so we have formed an indecision candle right here on a zone. So on Monday I will be looking for a buy in here, slightly above the highest point of indecision candle, and we'll go for a stop loss of this level. So this will give us 140, and we will go for another zone, which is 2.3. So this is a trade to look on a Monday, because it will pop. And we won't using entering the market execution, but entering with a buy stop. Buy stop means it's a part of order, part of Forex orders, which is buy stop, sell stop, buy limit, and sell limit. And buy stop means if you're looking for a break, like we are looking for a break of this level and price, the market will buy you on this level. So you can set a buy stop on EUROCAD for 1.53973, and let's see how this play out. EURJPY is pushing up like all JPY pairs, so we'll wait for them. GBPUSD, it's already reversing. We have seen the indecision candle right here, but it wasn't on a level exactly, so it was quite far to enter. So no trades here. Cut chefs. We have formed indecision, but we closed above the level, so we can wait for Monday, and that's a tricky setup, because the Monday will bring us a downside move or an upside move, and we have closed above, so I'm gonna looking for a buy rather than sell on this pair, because this is a quite strong zone to close up and formed indecision candle, which means we can go even higher. So I'm gonna be marking this up for a buy also. So let's go for stop of 40 pips and look for a higher prices area, which give us a 2.5 risk ratio, which is great, but be careful with this one. And the last nzdJPY, this was our practice pair where we showed you the strategy. So let's recap really quickly. Cat chefs, we are looking for a breakout. EuroCAD, we are looking for a price to push for upside and break the indecision candle. GBPUSD, we are looking for indecision candle formed in here. USDCHF, we have talked about this indecision candle, but rather we want to form it in this area. And AUDJPY, we'll just keep the eye on. And Euro New Zealand dollar was already pushing, and it was for lower time frames, so you can trade it on 4 and 1 hour, and you will be looking for buy positions in here. And Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar is going to we have marked this only for this indecision candle, so that's all for the week, and I guess you guys know where you will be placing your trades for next week. And you can also join our Telegram group, which is great for practicing signals, strategies, and we are giving the knowledge because we are describing the charts and why we are doing this and why we are taking those trades. So you can see the pictures before and after the trade, and you will get the alerts so you can trade on the demo with us. And also the chat group is opened, so you can ask us anytime and anything you want to learn. So this is for the week, and I'll be back with next week analysis. And if you want more videos on these strategies, feel free to comment, and you can also give us a like or subscribe or follow us on socials. We are on Instagram, Facebook. You can go with trejduj, and let's see what's happening here. Okay, guys, thank you for listening. Bye bye.